What's up, guys? We are 2 weeks away from Thanksgiving, and so I've decided to put out my top 10 holiday movies of all time. But before we get into that, I've had a lot of requests for a Q&A video, so shoot over your questions down in the comments. Ask as many as you want. I want to be open and honest and very transparent with my subscribers, so put down your questions down below. Let's get into the top 10 list. Number 10 is a tie between Planes, Trains, and Automobiles and Son-in-Law. I know. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I just recently watched this for the very first time a couple of days ago. I thought it was hilarious. It's a John Hughes comedy with Steve Martin and John Candy. They are two guys just trying to get home for Thanksgiving by any means possible, by plane, train, or automobile. And it's so funny because they're two total opposites. John Candy is very talkative and he's annoying, and Steve Martin is very quiet and kind of uptight. So to see these two riff off of each other was really funny to see. And then Son-in-Law is on my list because it mainly takes place in the Midwest. And I was born in Indiana. We moved here to Connecticut when I was 2 years old, but my roots are over in Indiana. And so it just makes me laugh because that's really how it is out there in Son-in-Law. That's how they live. I know for a fact. And it just reminds me of being back at home in Indiana. It cracks me up. I know it's a tacky comedy with Pauly Shore, but I can't help it. It had to make the list. Number 9 is A Christmas Story. And I know it's probably going to surprise a lot of you that it's very low on my list. However, as I'm getting older and aging, my taste in movies is changing a little bit, and I'm kind of gravitating more towards the family-based comedies a little bit. So A Christmas Story is a classic, but it has gone down on the list to number 9. Number 8 is Love, the Coopers. And I don't know if a lot of people know about this film. It has Diane Keaton and John Goodman as the parents of this family. And it seems like every single family member kind of has a secret, or they're not being honest about something. And Diane Keaton plays a very uptight mom, and John Goodman is more loose and fancy free. And I just love their chemistry together. And it's a newer movie on my radar, and I really enjoyed watching it. So that's why it made the cut on the list. Number 7 is Office Christmas Party. I watched this movie on a whim. I hadn't heard anything about it. With Jason Bateman, TJ Miller, Jennifer Aniston, Kate McKinnon. It's about this office that wants to hold their annual holiday party, but they don't have enough money, but they decide to do it anyway, and it gets out of control. It's total debauchery. It's raunchy, and I love it because number 1, I laugh my ass off, and number 2, it's nice to see Jennifer Aniston in a different kind of role where she's kind of a bitch. And I really like that. Like, she has no soul. She has like a black heart in this film. And I thought it was perfect for her. It shows a great range, and I love it. If you like a raunchy, debauchery comedy, then this is the holiday movie for you. Absolutely. Office Christmas Party. Number 6 is How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I'm not talking about the one that came out last year, and I'm definitely not talking about the one with Jim Carrey. The original, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. When I saw that when I was younger, I wanted to be Cindy Lou Who. The colors mesmerized me, the whole story. I loved it, and I always watch it every single year. Number 5, in the top 5, we have Home Alone. This is a holiday classic, must see every single year. You have Kevin, who is left home alone at, 8 years old in this gigantic house that no one knows how they afford, with Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern as the bumbling criminals. You can't get much better than that. I love Joe Pesci in this film. I just love him in general. And honestly, the greatest scene is when they put the tarantula on Daniel Stern's face. How hilarious is that? Number 4 is Christmas Vacation with Chevy Chase, Beverly D'Angelo, Juliette Lewis, and a young Johnny Galecki from The Big Bang Theory, one of the first things he ever did. This is a classic holiday film, must see on the list. I die every single time I watch it, especially at the very end where everyone's coming over for the Christmas dinner. The aunt and uncle come in. She's got dementia a little bit. She starts talking, is Rusty still in the Navy? I mean, I can't. It cracks me up every single time. The circumstances are crazy, and I love it. Number 3 is Love Actually. It's about all of these people that their lives are intertwined somehow by either being families or neighbors or coworkers or friends. And it takes place in London, and it has this all-star cast with Hugh Grant, Emma Thompson, Colin Firth, Keira Knightley, Liam Neeson. The list goes on. Laura Linney. And it's focused on love during the holidays, and it just makes you feel good deep down inside, because during the holidays you just want to be with the one that you love. Number 2 is Home for the Holidays, starring Holly Hunter, Robert Downey Jr., directed by Jodie Foster. I don't know if a lot of people know about this film. It's about Holly Hunter, who plays Claudia. She's going home for Thanksgiving. She doesn't have a husband or a boyfriend. She just lost her job. She's broke. It's very relatable for a lot of people out there going home for the holidays. I think the mom is Anne Bancroft, and she plays her perfectly. She's very like nitpicky. And then I think Charles Durning is the father, and he's laid back, doesn't care about anything. And then you have the annoying sister, the flighty brother, and it is just so, when you get older, to my age of older 30s, you can really start relating to films like this. So this is why it is so high on my list at number 2. It's a funny comedy. Check it out if you have not seen it. My number 1 movie on my list. Can you guess what it is, guys? It is The Family Stone. Yet again, another ensemble movie with Diane Keaton. Yet again, except in this film, she's not uptight at all. She is married to Craig T. Nelson. They have 5 children. It's all about them coming home for the holidays. And one of her sons is bringing home his girlfriend, Sarah Jessica Parker, for the first time, meeting the family. And nobody likes her. She's very annoying. She is stuck up. She has bad habits. They think she's a racist. And it is just one of those films where the family is just like so laid back and cool, and she's so uptight, and it just works. Rachel McAdams and Luke Wilson are also in this film, and it is absolutely my favorite holiday film, because it doesn't matter if it just started or if it's 10 minutes from ending. I will watch every single time. I think it's because it's how I see my family. We're very open and honest and accepting of different situations and things. And I feel like if I had siblings, brothers and sisters, this is definitely how my family would act around holiday time. So I can relate to it a whole bunch. So The Family Stone has made it. It's number 1 on the top of the holiday movie list. Let me know down in the comments, what is your top 10 holiday movies? Do you agree with my list? Do you not? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to send me questions for the Q&A. I will not do it until I get a whole bunch. And if you are new to the channel, what are you doing? Hit that red subscribe already. You are missing a whole bunch of stuff if you do not subscribe. Let me know down in the comments what you think of the video. What other videos would you like me to do? Have a wonderful night, guys, and I'll see you at the movies.